What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goon channel. Today we're gonna goon a little bit on the Camaro. We got a gift for myself. So we actually have a new octopus tripod. So now we're gonna mount it, and you guys can see in a one frame, just me doing some stuff and me not doing this, because I saw some comments where people don't like where I do this. It makes you sick. So once again, if it has made you sick, or not once again, but if it's made you sick, I'm highly sorry. So I won't be doing that no more. Got the tripod. But first, I just want to show you guys, this is my daily rig, my Softail. So this channel is a bike channel, car channel, Harley channel, dirt bike channel, BMX channel, and a little bit of fitness. So got a nice pump today on all three of my legs. So we got some progress there, and it's looking like a good day besides the gloomy sky. But I don't think it's gonna rain, it's just a little cloudy, which I'm okay with, just so it's not so baking hot. But we got a couple things to do, as in open this up. So that's gonna start our day for the Camaro. Let's set up the tripod and see what we're working with. Okay guys, so I ran to a buddy's shop right down the street. He's all into Camaros, Novas, all the drag racing stuff. He's this old street racer from New York. So I ran over there and he's got me one of these crimps because I didn't have any. But right now, well, that's for the battery shut off, so we get to connect that. We already had one from him just to see if it was the right size, and it was. So now we can complete that. But we're actually gonna have a to-do list today, so we're gonna be a little organized.
My socks, my price, bitch.
So first, do coke, sniff panties, and fuck your Tesla. That's a reminder, okay? That's how you start the day off. To-do list, cutoff switch. Once we tighten that down, we got that checked off. Shorten the battery cable. It bolts to the seat belt hole in the back for it's the ground, the negative wire. I'm gonna cut that, shorten it just because it's a little too long, and I want to clean up the whole interior just a little bit, or as much as I can. Mount the driver's seat. So we got one plate already made for the front. We gotta make a back one so we can mount it, and retractable thing underneath, what's it called, the slider. So that works, but it's kind of annoying because the roll cage is kind of in the way. So you really can't move the seat back, just a little forward. If you know, maybe you have a short friend and maybe they want to drive the thing, they can drive it. So install the harnesses. We have all of those. Figure out the trunk hinge. So I still got that 1/8 inch flat stock steel, which I gotta bend up and make it work so it doesn't hit the trunk when it comes up. So I'll show you that. Coolant overflow. So I made a custom bottle, which is pretty badass in my opinion. So I'm gonna show you guys that as well, and maybe test drive. So we got new tires in the front, we got the battery, we got the shut off. What else do we need really? So it should be pretty good to go. So before we start knocking things off that list, banging them out, here's a couple of things I have done. So we actually have 4 bolts now in the fan. So I just had these 2 brass ones before, and they honestly weren't even tight. So we have that for now. We are going to get a shroud. We have this bracket coming out of the core support right here, and we have in the shed, which I have to grab, I have the overflow, my custom little overflow tank, and you guys are going to see that. It's badass. It's the first time I've seen someone do it. But also we have this chain right here tightened up with chain links on there. So we got that bolted up to the water pump, and that's going to act as a torque chain. So the rubber mounts, we got this as tight as we can get it so it doesn't flex so much. The rubber mount, it likes to, the engine obviously torques like this. It torques that way. So it's going to help it not stretch and pull up so far when I beat on this thing. We have right here plates on the front, so it keeps the carpet in stationary in one place. Boom. So this is tightened down with that. And the entire interior is now painted gloss black. Even the back. But we're going to do some type of diamond pattern, like 70s stitching fabric up top. So we're going to do that down the road. So we got the same thing done over there on the left side. You guys, I think, seen all this already. But this is the cutoff switch right here. So we have this mounted right there. So the key is going to work. We just have this one to crimp on, and then we can put that on. Got both cables with the starter running to the switch, and then the switch, the other end, running that way to where the battery's going to be in a battery box. I hope you can see me in this position. We actually have the mount right now, the octopus mount, wrapped around the roll bar. So this is perfect. So down the road when this thing's running and driving, we're also going to grab a GoPro mount to go around the roll bar. So it'll be stationary right in that corner, and you can see all this driving situation and burnout action from inside the cabin. So this is the perfect gauge right there. You want to twist the wire to get it on. You don't want this sticking all the way out. You want to make sure that the crimp area inside is fully on the brass, so not on the black. So right there should be fine. Just gonna crimp it. This is the wrong crimp, but it's for a smaller gauge, definitely a lot smaller, but this is all we have. So we're gonna put it right in the center right here. Right in the center. Crimp that real good. Fuck the Tesla. There we go. That's tight. That's real tight. That's not coming out. So now we gotta find the size wrench for this, so I can connect it right there. Boom, done. There goes the washer. Tighten these up, and now if we wanted to, we can start this damn car up finally. So I haven't started this car up in a couple days because I had to cut the wire and run it, but we got that done. Bang! So our next issue is kind of being this seat. So we want to mount this before we do the harnesses, just because the thing rattles too much and it's kind of a priority. It has to be done. This is the next main thing to do. Seat hits right here on the roll cage, which is kind of stupid. They should have did kind of like a curved bar for the back for taller people, but we're exactly where it is now is exactly where it's good for me. So we're just gonna kind of leave it. We just have to figure out the brackets. If you can see, there's a little bit of rail system underneath with the adjustable, but if I really needed to, I can always get the side plates, the brackets, and just mount it stationary, which I am okay with. But we're just gonna take the seat apart, take it out upside down, take the rail off, and see how I can mount it on the floor. So, okay guys, so we figured out a plan for the seat. So we have the seat all the way back on the track. So we're allowed to go from the roll cage where it hits all the way forward. So that's exactly how I want it. I don't want the track to be able to run back into it and slam and not click. So we got it all the way back, and we have this exactly where it's going to be drilled. So we're going to have to make spacers, and right there we could drill that. So we could put a bolt there, and we had the Sharpie, which is right here. We marked right there on the edge on this track. It falls perfect on this old piece of metal brace. So we got that marked on both sides. Now I just have to take the seat out, measure the distance from the edge of the track to the hole, make our mark down there, drill it, and then we can put our bolts in the seat rail, the track, slide it back to where it is now, and just put it right through the floor, tighten it down. But we're gonna have to make a spacer, I believe, for the back, probably 1/4 inch, 3/8. In the front, we want a little bit of an angle to the seat so we're sitting comfortable, we're not leaning forward. So probably the front 1/2 inch to 3/4. So we're gonna have to use that probably with just washers and stuff, but where it's sitting now, it is hitting. So if we do our 3/8 down there, 1/4 inch, it'll lift it up and it should be perfect. One more done. I am now sitting in it. Look at this. Forward. We go backward. It's clicked. Boom. Boom, boom. Just for now, we're gonna probably put a little rubber pad, but we're mounted and we were actually perfectly straight. Bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. I even mounted the steering wheel straight. It was clocked one position to the right. So now we're perfect there. We're probably gonna get a new wheel because I probably want a quick release, and I'll probably put a mount right here just so I can hang it if I have to, just because it might be a little bit of tight to get out with this, and then the piece of the bar, once we have that mounted, So we're probably gonna get a quick release, even though I don't want one because I want everything to be period correct for the 70s. This car is gonna be kind of like a kid from the 70s that got a car that's 10 years old, turning into a drag car or just a street freak, street rod, hot rod. So brushed paint, spray paint, as cheap as possible. All the hack little stuff, but we got 2 done already. We cannot shorten the battery cable today because I don't have another end for to crimp it. So that's gonna have to stay bolted right there for now. Next thing we're gonna do is probably harnesses. Since we finally have this thing mounted up, we can throw them in the back. So the harnesses right here for the seats. It kind of bothers me knowing that they're Sparco harnesses with Corbeau seats. But for now, it's okay. It's blue, so the car's gonna be blue, so it's okay. It's gonna match the theme, I guess. I'm just gonna try not to let that bother me so much. Wait, these aren't even Sparco. Spokoro? Wow, I thought they were Sparkle the whole time. But both passenger and driver side are not the same. I just found out. Passenger side is just a seatbelt quick release like that. So it makes a little more sense. I think it's a little more convenient for our passengers since they're probably most likely not going to be educated on knowing how to four pin connect or whatever and know how to do that. So they just hop in, click it, and should be fine. So right now we got this thing laid out the way it's supposed to be. Obviously this goes to the side, left side of the seat on the frame, the rocker area. This the inside of the trans funnel. These wrap over to the harness bar behind the seat. So there's a few ways of doing these. You can adjust this all the way in so these both connect to a center bolt, or you can wrap it around and just bring it to its own location, its own bolt on the bottom of the seat. Most likely it's better to be at the top of the harness bar, the roll bar behind the seat, just so it's not so low. I don't know, I don't like that look. I like when it's right on the roll bar and you're pretty much centered with the straps, with the shoulder, a little bit of down onto the roll bar. But we're gonna throw it in and just see the best location. Whatever is easier, kind of, I'm gonna just roll with. All right, so we got the harnesses thrown in and they're actually lining up pretty perfect. So this is gonna go right there, obviously. We have to get another bolt for the trans tunnel seat belt bolt right there, but we got that. That'll line up. These right here go over into the holes of the seat. This is what I was talking about. So this was already here for the old harnesses when it was a drag car. We got this bolt in there. I just have to figure out how to adjust these and get this slack out so we could just, you know, roll it over, put a rubber band there or something. So we're gonna do that, but we have to sit in it, adjust it first, and then figure out exactly where this is supposed to be. So first, I'm just gonna tighten these down, get a bolt for that, then sit in it and kind of adjust the bottoms first, and then we'll do the top. All right guys, this rain is just not letting up at all, so I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. We got this thing fully mounted. Harnesses are back there to the seat belt bolt. That's temporary, and because the harnesses are too long, I couldn't adjust them any shorter. I might down here weld a better mount so we can do that. Passenger side, we got the seat holes all mounted up, well, all drilled out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't see it, but we got 4 there. We get the harnesses right there for the other side, for this side. So we get this mounted up tomorrow. Just got to add spacers to the front so we can add the angle we want. And we got the plate right here to keep the seat square. So when we pull the adjuster, it'll pull back evenly, left and right side. And also, this is my little, this is probably my best part of the engine bay. So I wanted to add something a little bit more unique to the engine bay, something a little custom. It's definitely like a prototype. It's definitely nothing nice and clean. Used some random aluminum pieces, cut and made like a Shark Tank frame for this. So that's going to be a coolant overflow. So I have to actually add the brace right here. I ripped it off, put it up top here so you can still read the decal on the front. So we got that made. We got a bracket made for that quick. It's just temporary. This radiator is actually going to get closer to the core support. We're going to shorten the spaces and all that, but it's I'm getting soaked, so I really don't want to mess with this. But once that coolant, the green coolant is in that, it's gonna look badass. So hope you guys are excited. I tried to get as much done as I can or could today. So we got 1, 2, battery cable, we're not gonna do that. The harnesses were done. Overflow, we got that wrapped up 90%. So test drive and trunk hinges, battery cable, that's for the next video. So sorry, it started raining and it kind of threw my day off, but that's gonna wrap it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna try and start posting Monday and Friday. So that's my plan. Today's Monday, getting you guys something. I'm still trying to think of a name for the car. If anyone has any ideas, leave something in the comments below. So it's a shitbox, it's a hack, it's old school, it's rowdy, it's 70s street freak. Let me know if you can think of anything. I want something kind of like Stink Camaro or something one worded, but I can't think of it. I might even put it actually on the side of the car too, because this is just gonna be a crappy beater. So I might do an old school drag hand painted lettering word right there. And yeah, that's my plan. So once again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see anything particular. We got a few other cars starting once this is kind of wrapped up in the next video or two. We're going to start on our next build. So thanks. Peace out.